Okay. Okay, Miss Christie, are you here?
Yes, I am.
Okay, perfect. You want to go ahead and get started?
Sure.
Okay, let's do it. I mean, we're just gonna do what we can and just vibe and get some ideas, and then if nobody else joins us, we'll cut it short or not, whatever. Let's just flow. Okay, so you don't have the book yet, do you? The you do. Do you have the black one with you right now? Perfect. Okay, so I was thinking we start with the healthy professional. Now, that's a new chapter, I mean, it's technically not because it's the same stuff that was in other chapters, just they just combined and put in a new chapter and made it a chapter, but it's kind of new to us. Like we haven't had all of this stuff necessarily. So this is something that we're gonna have to add to, our lesson. So I was thinking, let's come up with some stuff for that chapter. It's chapter 4 in the Black Book, The Healthy Professional. And so it has stuff in there, like I said, that we've already covered with them. Like, I think this may be in the skin chapter normally. So it talks about the vitamins that we need, and then, like carbs, fats, minerals, proteins, that type of stuff. It talks about the healthy plate, the proportionate plate that we're supposed to intake. And then it has our water intake stuff. I believe all of this information was in like chapter 8 or something. It was like the skin needs, something 8 or 9 or something like that in the last Milady textbook. It talks about the immune system, being careful with antibiotics, acquired and natural immunity. Now that used to be an infection control chapter. They moved that.
Right.
And then it talks about the allergies, which was also in infection control. And let's see what else is in here. Dehydration. Now, hair splinters and cuts is something new they just added. So,
Wait, what did you say they just added?
hair splinters and cuts. It's on page 85. And then they have the ergonomics that used to be in chapter like 3, but they put the ergonomics little portion there, and posture control and lifting mechanics. So I'm glad they put that in. Like they put the little diagram of how to lift things properly and stuff so you don't hurt your back. But basically they put all of this stuff together that we kind of already had. And I'm trying to think of what we used
Oh
to
yeah, I
do.
think this might be new too. The pregnancy in the salon.
Oh, it sure is. It sure is. So yeah, that's good. I like that's neat that they put that together in a chapter, just the healthy professional. I like it. But what type of stuff do we do? Like I know one thing for sure that we did was we had our students to calculate their how much water they was supposed to have in a day. Because in the old book it has like where it gives you little directions, like a little equation or something that you can use to calculate how much water you're supposed to take in a day or something like that. So we would have them to do that, and that was just a little short activity we would let them do. But I'm trying to think, I can't remember what else we would have them do for some of this stuff. I was sitting here like, what could we do? I'm just looking at the objectives on page 73, and I was trying to think of like, just some creative things that we could do to deal with the healthy professional. I started thinking about, and I'm just throwing it out there. This is just what came to my mind. I'm like, can we take them on a field trip? What type of field trip would be appropriate for this type of chapter, especially like just specific to the healthy professional, like not necessarily.
So, um, one- my coworker used to do this a lot. And I think it might have been in the skin chapter,
Mm-hmm.
too. But she used to do like they used to exercise, and she used to do like the the infused water, like
Okay.
infused. Like she would bring like fruit in the morning, and like they would do infused water and stuff like that,
I
and
like it.
they would exercise, within their week, and um, just like focus on like healthy habits.
Yeah. Okay. Now, why that didn't come to my mind at all. I don't know. Sometimes I think too deep about it. It ain't even got to be deep. Yeah, that's good. So, okay, I like that. That would be really cute. That would be something like maybe we could do like a little Zumba routine or something.
Yeah, that's what they used to do.
I
Hmm.
love it. Okay. A Zumba routine in the morning to open up, start the day, bring some fruit and different stuff and make infused. Also, maybe because like there's an activity that we do with, and this is off topic, but like for facials, we have them bring some things from their kitchen at the from the house
Hmm. Hmm.
and make a facial product, but they have to know the benefits of what they're adding to their product, like what is going to be good for their skin. So kind of something similar to that when they make their infused water, have them to like research what are the benefits of what you're adding to your water. Like if you're
Right.
adding strawberries, if you're adding mint, why.
Oh
That's
yeah, that's good. Hmm.
yeah. Okay, let me add that. I like it. So I'm gonna say have students to bring um ingredients for their water and based on their specific needs.
Hmm. And even if they like infuse the water themselves like overnight,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
bring it, and they just say like,
Yeah,
I
what
have
is for.
X, Y,
Okay.
and Z, and this is why I, you know.
Yeah, okay. Or have them make it infuse the water, or have them infuse the water at home overnight and present the next day.
Hmm.
Okay, that's good. I like that. That's good. Okay. Could we do something where I'm still on this field trip? I'm trying to like, because for me, I really need to incorporate field trips. Like last year, I'm not gonna lie to you, we didn't take our students on one field trip.
Oh wow.
Not one. And the reason is because, in the high school, they are so particular
Mm.
about the way that we have to put in the request for the field trips. It used to didn't be this way. Like my partner, she used to take the students, they used to go to Spa Castle, different places. Of course, now they're like, that's inappropriate because of the fact that, people walk around Spa Castle naked. So they're like, that's inappropriate for the kids. But my point in saying that was they used to didn't have to, it wasn't so extensive and detailed. Now it's really detailed. So even me wanting to take them to the mall, at the mall there's several salons. So I'm like, we can go to the mall, they can visit several salons. We create a little activity for them where they have to like visit so many salons and, get some information or different something. But the school want us to we have to set an appointment with every salon that we're gonna go to within the mall and contact. It's just a lot. It's just a lot to it. And they denied my field trip that it just didn't go good. So now I need to be really strategic about, putting my field trips together and what the exact purpose of it, like what objective is going to meet that lines up with what's in the book so that they'll approve it.
Right.
So,
Um, I'm trying to figure out what teak,
you know, I'm
but
that the ticks are gonna adjust a little bit because of the new information. But even with that, if it doesn't, it should fit into like the it's something it should be something about nutrition or something in there. A teak. I don't
I
know.
remember. I'm trying to think. I don't remember ever seeing a teak about nutrition.
Nutrition, me either. To be honest, I don't either.
Um, maybe in print. Is it something in principles?
I need to just pull up the teaks because I don't know.
Um,
I can't remember.
because you can always, I don't know. This is just my. This I just thought of this like for a field trip. Uh, if they would let you guys maybe something like a yoga studio or
Oh.
which is good because that's like mind and body.
Mm-hmm. I like that. Okay. So in my mind, I'm like, we could go do the yoga class or something, and then we could follow up with we would have to take them to get lunch, but maybe like on the lunch trip, it would be kind of specific, like you have to eat something that fits the healthy plate type of thing. Like
Yeah.
you have a vegetable, you have to have something like that.
Mhm.
I like that.
Now, see, with us, the only thing like we never our juniors. I mean, our uh 10th graders because we do 10th, 11th, and 12th. Our 10th graders, we never really take them on a field trip. Usually, it's only our juniors and seniors that we do the field trips with.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah, us too, because like I'm the only one that has the intro, and I have 3 intro classes. It's kind of
yeah, I have 2 intro classes.
so like for your chapters, like when you're teaching, do you try to like when you break down your chapters, do you try to do a little something for each main section in the chapter? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I try to.
Yeah,
Mhm.
me too. I mean, it doesn't always work out that way.
Right, it doesn't always work, but I try, and I actually trying to do better this, upcoming to
Mm,
like, like doing for me, like doing this and
mhm,
like having it planned
mhm,
and sticking to it
mhm.
is the thing.
Yeah,
Like,
me too. I really, my goal for this year, especially with my intro, with all of my classes, but especially with intro, I just really want to switch it up. I really want to make more engaging,
yes, because
fun things for them to
and
do.
I think, like for me, I think that that's good and that's what I want to do as well because I feel like intro is that part where they're trying to decide like
Is
am I
this
going
what I
to
want to
stay
do?
here?
Yeah.
And like I find like I don't know if you have this problem, but like I find like the first few weeks the class is packed.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Like
Mm-hmm.
packed to capacity, like we're
Yeah.
at capacity, like we're turning people around because
Yep.
like I can't fit anymore.
Same.
And then like I don't know if it's because our program is basically free.
Mm-hmm.
Um, there's only I'll say it's free because it's like we're not charging them for kits and stuff like that.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
only charge them like their $25 TDLR
Framework.
fee.
Mhm,
The For their uniform, like they
mhm,
get like a we do like a little smock thing. That and then one mannequin.
mhm.
And that's just like for the first year. So like they buy one each year.
Right.
Like they'll buy, so I'll say all together with, and that's not purchasing at one time, but all together I'll say throughout the whole 3 years with stuff that we're making them buy, I'll say it may be under $300.
Mhm.
So I don't know
Free.
if some, huh?
I
Free.
said free.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Right. Like so
Mhm.
that's free.
Yeah.
And I think because we are a Title I school,
Mhm,
sometimes, they try not to put too much on them. Um, but like when we say that they have to bring $110, like when we first start, because that's like uniform, mannequin, and the TDLR fee.
mhm.
They
Get
I
out.
just, I just lose them. And then
Really?
I'm also saying like if you feel like there is like a reason like you can't get this, like let us know, because like
Mhm.
like I have funds that I could probably you know use to get them in. And
Right.
there's things that we have extra stuff. Like we have
Mhm.
old uniforms that, we used to have that people, once they graduate, they may
They
donate to
that
us. We
yeah.
have mannequins, stuff that we can kind of put together if they don't,
Mhm.
if they can't afford it. And I
Right,
mean, it's $25 for us to register you. Like it's not that deep.
right,
We can find $25,
right.
but they don't let us know. But I'm just thinking, like, I don't know if that's the issue or if it's just like sometimes intro can be
Yeah, yeah.
so
I'm
much
with you.
so much
I
book work.
same for me too. Like, I mean, well, not completely the same, but I understand where you're coming from because um the only thing our students have to pay for at the beginning is their permit fee. We do start letting them know that they have a $615 kit fee, but it's for the next school year. So we let them know a whole year in advance so they can start preparing. I send all the paperwork home, let their parents know exactly what to expect a year later. But what I noticed though, like you said, we start out really full. One thing I know for sure, one reason that a lot of students get out is because of sports, because some of the
That
sports
too.
at the high school is,
And band.
yes, all of those extracurricular activities, if they are double blocked, with us being triple blocked, it doesn't fit on their schedule with all of their main
That
classes.
too.
So that is one reason. But I do notice, like towards the end of the year, like my first period, girl, I had 8 students.
Yes,
That's
mine
that's
too. And I
yeah,
started out with like 25.
25 exactly. I had 8 students, and to be honest with you, 2 of the 8 didn't come to class,
Right.
and only like 3 or 4 of them are going to advance to cosmetology 1 out of that intro class. And I think, like you said, I think some of it is it's not what they expect because they feel like it's kind of like a lot of bookwork and stuff. But at the same time, I can appreciate them for just going on somewhere else because it don't get any easier. You know what
Right.
I mean? Yeah,
Mhm,
it
mhm.
gets more engaging because you do get to do more work on the mannequins and on each other and start taking clients. But at the end of the day, if you can't make it through intro with the information that we're covering in intro, then I feel like this not really what you want to do. You know what
Mhm.
I mean? Because we wanted to do it and we thugged it out.
So
And
how do y'all do with like, so I heard you say y'all have like the $615 kit fee. So like how do y'all do that? Because like we don't have a kit. We kind of like, and this kills me. And I guess because I came from teaching adults
mhm,
to teaching kid, I mean to
mhm,
teaching the kids, and there was always a kit. And like to me, I feel like they don't really get the fullness of like the tools and having because we have a supply list of things that they have to buy.
Mhm.
Of course, sometimes they go on a Dollar Tree and they get these little
Mhm.
flimsy combs.
Mhm.
Half the time, I'm giving them combs that I just give away because I'm like, I can't stand going
Mhm.
help them, and they got this flimsy comb that's
Yeah.
about to just break. I'm like,
Yeah.
what are you? What are we doing here?
Exactly.
They like, Miss, what's wrong? This comb. Like, I'm sorry, I'm just gonna get you one.
Yeah.
So like stuff like that. Just I don't. So like, how do y'all? Um,
We have a kit that we have um from Burmax because that's
mhm.
where we order from. And that's just honestly, I've been there 7 years. That's how it's been since before I got there. Miss Nelson, she started the program and she has the kit that they get. And we, like I said, we just send the information home to the parents in intro because they don't get their kits until Cosmetology One. And we just we just have them to bring in. I mean, we just start preparing the parents. So we just have
So
them.
is it like a payment plan that they do, or like how they just
They
bring?
have to bring $615 cash or a money order on the first day of school when they get to Cosmetology One. And if they don't have their money order on the first day of school when they get to Cosmetology One, or like their first week, we tell them first day, but
Well, I understand.
we
Yeah.
give them a week or two to get it together. And if they don't have it by then, then they go to another class. We kick.
Okay.
That's
No, that's
how
good. Like
bad
that's
that.
good because I feel like you get you can get more of a quality out of the
That's what I'm.
tools
Yeah,
instead of like us. Like I feel like we're putting stuff together,
yeah,
and
yeah.
it's not real to me. It's not stuff that we would. It's nothing that I or my coworker would actually use. Like
Exactly.
I would not use those flat irons in there.
Yeah, yeah,
Like they're
yeah,
ridiculous. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Like, and
Mhm.
I know sometimes in the kits they're not the greatest
Yeah,
either,
they're not.
but
I'm
it's
not even gonna
still
lie.
it's still slightly
Yeah,
leaning towards a professional end than
right.
you know.
Why don't you try creating an Amazon list of just some, affordable, right in that price range, or just put a couple of different price ranges of things and tools that you would suggest for them to actually get. And then they could go on Amazon and order those particular items. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and you know what? That's good because let me write that because um like I feel like we have a list and we
Mhm.
just leave it to them to like decide, and
Yeah,
that is
what
not a good idea
no, it's
because they
not.
don't know what
Yeah.
like we tell them like you need a round brush, you need
Mhm.
a paddle brush. They don't even know the first thing about
Exactly,
the
yeah.
different tools.
Yeah.
Like they don't even know what to get, so
Yeah.
they just getting these things that barely work.
Exactly. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, put together a list, put together some from, some of the least, some of the ones that are, more affordable, that are still decent quality that you can think of, to some that may be a little more top notch, and just kind of maybe categorize it. Tell them, these are on the lower end, these on the higher end, whatever the case may be, but these are the tools that we recommend you get, and just really put emphasis on how it's important that if they can, that they get these tools because these are the quality that they need to be successful in the program. Like some of those combs, like you said, they're flimsy, they're gonna break on you. Just really put emphasis on the fact that if you buy things that are really, really cheap, or from the dollar store or whatever the case, then it's not going to last you. It's not going to be the quality that you need.
Right.
Yeah. That's a plan. That might work out better for you, just to kind of give them some suggestions of what to actually buy.
Hmm.
Yeah. Okay, girl, we doing something. Just us two.
I look. I know we're a little off topic, but
That's
this
okay.
is still
This
this is
this is
still
what we need. This is
essential.
exactly. This is
This
what
is
it's
like
for.
I was like I've been needing this forever. Like when I saw you was doing, I'm like, oh my god, like I gotta get in this because
Yes. That's what I did it for. I don't know what happened. Quite a few ladies were saying I were doing it today, I guess. But it's Juneteenth and people are
Oh
probably,
yeah, they probably feel like it's a holiday and
yeah, and they don't want, and that's fine. I
uh
completely understand. Um, was there anything else that you had or that you could just think of off the top of your head that you want to talk about real quick before we jump back into planning for the chapter?
um that was pretty much it. Like and so the only other thing is that like I was just trying to figure out like so how do y'all cover the chapters? Because like so this is what we do. Like intro they cover, and I'm going from the black book because this is fresh. Um,
Mm-hmm.
so from the black book they do chapter one.
Mm-hmm.
So we do chapter one first,
Mm-hmm.
and then we jump to chapter five
Mm-hmm.
because we want to get them to like they have to pass chapter five and do and do our safety, our school safety stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I mean the salon safety before they can actually like start anything on the floor. So we
Right.
try to, get that
Out of the
out the
way.
way first.
Mm-hmm.
And then after we cover chapter five, and they're, at that, good place that everybody passed, then we go to I think it might be chapter 15 with the shampooing and
Mm-hmm.
draping. So then we go into shampooing. And then from chapter five, I mean, chapter 11, no, chapter 15, then we go to chapter 11, which is like the properties of
A
of
hair
hair and
scalp.
scalp.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and then I think we go to the nail stuff after that, like chapter 9, 9, 10,
Mm-hmm.
25, 26, 27, and 28.
Mm-hmm.
And then in the middle of 28, I think that's when we go back to chapters 2, 3, and 4.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
And then,
y'all cover a lot.
huh?
I feel like I'm behind because y'all cover a lot.
We really do, and I feel like it's so much.
Yeah. And I feel
Um,
like ours ain't enough. Because based off of everything that you just said, honey, I'm doing
yeah,
bad.
and we doing all of it, but like chapter 1, 2, 3, and 4, those are really short, chapters. And then the nail chapters, those are some of them, like 25 and 26 are, they do have a lot, but we could
Yeah,
kind
you
of,
can get through it kind of quick.
yes.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so like I think what takes us the longest, chapter 5, chapter 11, those
Mm-hmm.
are like the two biggest in
Mm-hmm.
in the intro, with the
Yeah.
intro. And that's all. So that's the only thing that they're really doing, like hands on in intro, is like the nails, and then they do shampooing and blow drying and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
that's what they do in intro.
Yeah.
And they cover hairstyling is the last chapter that they cover, chapter 15. And chapter 15 is big. So like we started, I think we started hairstyling when we came back from, what was the last holiday before
Like
school?
spring break or something.
Yeah, so like from spring break to the end, we
Mm-hmm.
covered chapter 17.
Mm-hmm.
And they ended on chapter 17, and then they'll start back when they come
Right.
back
On
on
chapter
chapter
17.
17 because it's a lot.
Yeah,
Um,
for sure.
but so that's pretty much all that's intro.
Mm-hmm.
And then 11th grade, we do chapter 5 again. They still
Mm-hmm.
start out on hairstyling. We do chapter 5 again. And then they do chapter 16, haircutting.
Mm-hmm.
Chapter 16, then they do 21, the
Mm-hmm.
hair coloring.
Mm-hmm.
Um uh then all the facial, the facial stuff, facial makeup. And then, oh, and chapter 20, the
Chemical texturizing.
chemical texturizing. and 13 electricity. I hate electricity.
Oh, me too.
Girl, electricity and what's that other one? What's chapter 12?
Chemistry.
Yes, electricity and chemistry. Chemistry is not as bad because
It
even though I
connects
still
the
don't like chemistry,
yeah,
but it's not as bad because you can kind of, to me, they get the point of why we have chemistry. You know what
right.
I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
electricity, even though they know we use tools, it's still
Yeah, they
like,
be like, "What? Why we need to know this?"
right.
And
And
I'm
then I'm
like, "I don't know."
girl, I'll be going
I don't
through.
tell them, but in my mind, I'm like, "Girl,
I go through electricity so fast. I don't even we
you can't even blink. You done."
like we done. Y'all do y'all workbook and
For real. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
and then they kind of so that would be like them covering by the 11th grade they have covered like everything
Yeah.
and except the like 31, 32, and 30. I
Yeah.
mean 30,
Yeah.
31, and 32. We
Mm-hmm.
saved that for their senior year, and then
Right.
chapter 6 like the anatomy and physiology.
Yeah.
um so that's all like so in their senior year all they have that they haven't covered is chapter 6, um and the business
Yeah, the
chapters,
business chapter.
and then we just kind of go back over like
Yeah.
all the
Yeah.
other chapters again. So
Yeah.
that's kind of that's how we do it.
Girl, but that's good. That really is good. It seems like a lot, but it's good. The way we do it, the way that we did it, or that we have done it, because me and my partner did talk about we was gonna get it together and change it a little bit this year. But it wasn't nothing like that. Let me tell you what we covered. I think first of all, my problem is I have too many activities. And so it takes us too long to get through chapters 1 through 4.
Uh-huh.
Because chapters 1 through 4, I kid you not, they worked on chapters 1 through 4 the first semester of my class, pretty much. We start infection control, but we end up finishing infection control sometime in second semester. We cover infection control, braiding, some of principles, not principles, hair and scalp. What is it? The principles of hair and scalp. Is that what it's
Yeah,
called?
properties.
Properties of hair and scalp.
Mhm.
And we do like the business chapters, 30, 31, 32. And that's
Oh, an
intro.
intro.
Hmm.
Oh, okay.
That's how we have been doing it, which it makes sense to do it in cosmetology too before they get out, but it's been done in intro. I don't know. I just feel like I feel like this year we have to really work on our order and just making sure that we actually get through our chapters quickly enough. Just find some balance,
It's
I guess I'll say.
and to me I feel like sometimes it's hard
It is.
because because we're in a high school,
Mm,
like the time that we have is so like strict and structured till we have to like
mhm.
get so much done in this
Done.
amount of time. And
Yes.
like some chapters like you need to like I feel like especially with intro when we cover in chapter 5 because
Mhm,
it's so much in chapter 5.
mhm.
When it comes time for the test, a lot of people still have problems with passing
Yeah.
because it's been so much information that we had to like cram in,
Yeah.
even though they're going to go over it, the next two
Multiple
years.
times. Yeah, exactly.
It's still like that's so much information. Like you still
Mhm.
need to like I feel like you sometimes I have to go longer, you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah. And that's my
Um
thing. I do go long. I go long. And I think that's the reason. That's what I'm talking about for me is having to be able to find a balance to where I'm not stretching it out so long to the point where I'm not able to cover more information because we spent, like I should
so this is
probably
the
be able
thing.
to
This is the
cover
thing.
more.
This is kind of what we do when we like the past we did our curriculum planning like a couple of weeks ago, and
Mhm.
like we tried to like we took chapter 1 and we know how many days. it's
Mhm.
gonna take us to cover,
Mhm.
like chapter one. And like we put those days out and we put what we're covering in each one of those days,
Mhm.
which every now and then we still get off track based on like if we had a guest speaker or if something was going on. But pretty
Mhm.
much like that's what kind of keeps us on track and keeps
Mhm.
us like making sure that we cover everything, like knowing how many days. Like we know for chapter five, we might have 10 days. You know what I'm saying? Um, and we have it like strategically like placed to where we know like how much we're gonna cover in this hour
Right.
and 30 minutes
Right. Yeah.
with activities and all.
Exactly. And the thing about it that's crazy is we do too. We do. We really do. Like honestly, the thing is we have too many activities.
Mm,
I honestly think that's what it is. We have too many activities because we plan and we plan really, really good. Like, okay, so we plan it out kind of like how you said. We know what we're gonna do. I just think we just have too many activities, and I think we go so in depth with every single thing that doesn't have to, like how we talked about having an activity kind of for each section within a
mhm.
chapter. We literally do,
And
like, for the
sometimes, so
most
this is
part.
the thing too that we find like if it's not something that we really really need to focus on,
Mhm.
we kind of hit it and go. You
Exactly.
know? And that's the thing. Like it might be boring, but like this is not something we trying to get you to the meat of the deal. So we need to get to, where we could take, sometimes we may be able to take more time in hair cutting because we didn't do so much
Spend so much yeah.
in another, in another area.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree, and I'm with you, and we try to do that. Like I mean, obviously, there are things that we don't stay on as long or sections that we don't stay on as long. We kind of hit and go. But I think what happens is some of our longer activities or some of the sections that we do stay on longer, we on too long. Like we may have presentations or something. It's just at the end of the day, what it is we just have to find a better balance so that we can cover more information.
Right.
Hey, hey Candice, how are you? You're muted.
Good morning,
Good morning. How are
afternoon.
Good
you?
morning.
So, it's morning over here. It's afternoon where you are. It's getting ready to be 12. Okay.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Well, we have been kind of talking about some different stuff. We talked about the healthy professional chapter and just threw some ideas out that we thought were good to kind of incorporate in this chapter. Because if you've looked at the healthy professional chapter, they kind of just put some different things that were in other chapters and combined them together in the healthy professional chapter. So we came up with some ideas. Ms. Christie said that her partner would do like exercise routine or like a Zumba routine with her
Okay.
students, and that she would have them make infused water. And I thought that was really cute, and that's a good idea.
Okay.
So I put that on there because I thought about even having the students make the infused water in class, and just bring the ingredients that are specific to their needs so that they could tell us like what the benefits are to what they're adding to their water. But Miss Christie said even having them do it overnight, which is probably better so that it's infused by the morning time, and
Mm-hmm.
just have them bring the water, and then still they can share why they added what they added to their water. And then they could do we could do our yoga routine and drink our
Mm-hmm.
water. We could do a little meditation session too. That just popped in my
Oh yeah.
mind, but like a little meditation session.
Yeah.
I like
I
that.
did that once with
Did you?
what I try to do within the semester, either like mostly towards the end of each semester that we have. I have a self-care week.
Yeah, that's
That
good.
last It's kind of close to the last week of school. either for semester or for summer break, I have
Mhm.
a self-care week.
I like that. I'ma add that in. I like that idea. So then we also talked about for this chapter, like a field trip, because I was just so adamant about trying to incorporate a field trip into the healthy professional chapter. And so Miss Christie suggested taking them on a field trip, like to like a yoga class or something like that. I think that's really cute. Yeah, that'd be good.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, take them on a field trip to a yoga class, and then I said, after you go to yoga, you have to eat. So we should, take them to a restaurant. But when we take them, have them to either they have to order something that would be like the complete meal, based off of
Mm-hmm.
that healthy proportion type of thing that they give you in the book, or just have them to be able to identify like what health benefits come from each thing that they order type of thing. So I thought that was good. And then the last thing I put on there was just how we would have them to like calculate how much the water intake, because that's something that's on the book anyway, where they
Yeah.
calculate their personal water intake for the day or how much they should have. But other than that, we talked about that, and then we've been all over the place, girl. We've been talking about we've been talking about some of everything. But that's pretty much what we came up with for the healthy professional chapter.
Yeah,
And
I like those ideas. It really sounds fun. I would enjoy that myself.
yeah, exactly. That's what I was saying too. I'm like,
So we
that
definitely
sounds
have to
really
make sure we
fun. I'm
include that
excited
into
for
the
that.
curriculum.
Yeah, I'm really excited for that. And since the healthy professional is probably something that we would cover in intro, and we don't typically take our students on field trips in intro, it'd probably be cool to like, for us at least, if I could probably try to like collab with culinary arts at our school and have them to create a little healthy plate or something. Or
Mm.
maybe just even if we could like take our students and do a little collab in the kitchen and where they have to create a healthy plate or something. I don't know. I'm just thinking because we don't typically take our students on field trips in intro just because it's so many of them. It's like I have 3 intro classes. I don't know how that will work. But
Yeah, I those are things that I would like to do and I would love to do, but at the same time, like I discussed last time I was on, like with my intro classes, those are like my transitioning middle school classes. So I'm still trying in the midst of trying to, get them under control, mold them, and kept them transitioning to high school. So
mhm.
and pretty much they be kind of everywhere.
Yeah, yeah, I understand.
So
Yeah,
I
a
pretty
field
much
trip,
try to
you
keep
just
them
put
in the
that on.
classroom.
Yeah,
So
exactly. That's what I was thinking too. So it'd probably be something, or we could invite a guest speaker in and let
yeah,
them do a Zumba class because I can't conduct the Zumba class, but maybe if we have somebody come in, that'd be a good idea. So let me put.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's
That
what I was also thinking. If especially like if it's hard for you to get them to go on field trips, it will be easier to get somebody to come in.
To come
And even
in.
if y'all have like, because we're at an early college high school, so we have like the nursing part too. Like, and even if you can get like somebody from, like the nursing department to, come in or collab with them to come up with something that y'all can do together for,
Mhm.
the students.
Or
mm,
like the dance, because a lot of the schools have like a dance team, and they could come in and the dance team could come in and lead a little, because I know they do some warm-ups and stretches, and
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
lead a little stretch or warm. That'd be good. That'd be good. I like that. Um, what I just say? Collab with the dance. I lost my train. Collab with the dance department.
Or I was also thinking like with the infused water, I love that idea, by the way.
Yeah, that is good.
Yeah, I love that. Or kind of like incorporate that into like a I guess like a nutrition day and have, like different types of nutritious snacks. Cause they love to eat in class, so that would be one way
Yes.
to
Yes, they do.
that would be I think that would be fun to incorporate, just make it like a nutrition day or something like that.
Yeah, okay.
And have them research different types of nutritious snacks that they would, that probably would want to try and things like that.
Yeah. I like that. I like it. I'm gonna do it. I have them like maybe assign them. You're gonna bring, find out what you're gonna bring. Everybody bring a little snack for the class, and we can have a little snack day. Drink your infused water after we do our Zumba workout. I like it.
And
Or you can
also,
have it like once a week or once every 2 weeks or something. Just kind of incorporate, because like I said, they
Yeah,
love to
something
eat.
real
I
short.
think they would
That's
enjoy
cool.
that.
What are you saying, Miss Christy?
I was about to say, also they could probably like research. Golly, the thought was just in my mind. I lost it. Research. Jesus, it went away. I just had.
Don't feel bad. That
Look,
happens to
bad.
me
if it
all
come
the
back,
time.
then I'll say it. But right
Okay.
It
now, it's
happens to
gone.
me all the time.
Yes. The struggle. Okay, y'all. Well,
Oh, I know what it was.
what?
Research some things like um some type of wellness things that cosmetologists can do to like stay healthy in this profession. Like, that would be something good for them to do as well, like in the healthy professional, just like research some things that, you know, other profess people in the beauty profession are doing to like keep themselves like healthy and balanced.
Right. Okay. Research. Research. Okay. So those are all. I really like these ideas, y'all. I'm really like excited about this chapter now because I think it'll be fun for the students, I think it'll be something fun for them to do. So I'm excited to do this. Okay, well, I don't think that we're going to make it to infection control because we are an hour and 9 minutes in.
Right.
Infection control probably needs to be a
And
topic
that
by
needs to be
itself.
on, yeah,
Yes, it does need to be a topic by itself because
by itself. Exactly.
that might go 2 sessions.
For real.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, because it's so much. But honestly, too, at the same time, the way that they have it's still long, but it is shorter because they put some of the information in other chapters.
Uh-huh.
They kind of broke it up some. So like even some of the information from infection control ended up being in the healthy professional chapter, and then some of the information ended up being in what's this next chapter? I think it's chemistry. The chemistry and safety chapter, that's chapter 6 in this book. Some of the infection control stuff is now in that chapter.
Okay.
They kind of broke it up some. So it's actually not as long as it was because I took some of the stuff out.
Because usually I think in honesty, because I'm very thorough in that chapter, I think I usually spend about 2 weeks in that chapter.
Yeah.
Girl, I got you beat.
Yeah.
I'm for
Look,
real.
I can imagine.
I was just telling Miss Christy, like this year, one of my things is going to be to actually be more I gotta gain control of or get it under control with how long I spend on a chapter. Girl, we be on chapters forever. But I'm so thorough and detailed, and they have like activities for each little section in the chapter, and I gotta stop being so extra. It don't gotta be that
Look, I
extra.
thought I was extra because, like I said, I'm very detailed, and it's for me with high school students.
You have to be.
Their attention span and everything, and they easily forget stuff. And then I try to I like to try to hit on everything a little bit.
Yes.
So
Yes.
I tend to spend a little extra time on chapters. But
Yeah.
I don't want to spend too much time because they get bored real quick.
Yeah. And you
And
don't want to
so,
not have enough time to cover other chapters because you don't spend so much time on, and that's my thing. That's why I was telling Miss Chrissy, like in intro, we don't cover as many chapters as we should. I know we don't. Because I spend so much time. Like first semester, I'm covering chapter 1, 2, 3, and 4 and a little bit of 5. That's it. She was like, we cover this, and this, and this, and then this. I'm like, girl, what?
Now, what I had to do with that, Kiara, I tried to, which I'm still working on, like combining. Well, with the old my lady, I would combine those first chapters, like chapter 1, 2, 3, and 4, and kind of mix them up a little bit. So they would test. They would have a test on chapters 1 and 2, and then we'll do chapters 3 and 4. So, or make it into like I thought about kind of doing it like a self-study for those chapters. Because last semester, I did try something different. I started with infection control last semester.
See, I don't know what I want to do, how I want to do it. That's how Miss Christie said. She said they start with chapter 1 and then they go straight to infection control
Yeah.
and safety.
And then like we cover like 2, 3, and 4, like when we start doing the nail stuff, because then you have those short chapters like chapter 27, which is just like nail tips. You know what I'm saying? So you can still throw in, you can throw in chapter 2, or because that's not going to take that long for them to cover chapter 27 and be done with it, and then you can throw in chapter 3, or just double it up or whatever.
Yeah, I understand. I'm gonna try to do better. I think I'm I don't know, but I am gonna try to do better. I gotta try to get an order that really works good. But for some reason in my mind, I don't know if it's just because I'm a creature of habit or what it is. I just want to start with chapters 1 through 4. Like,
No, and
like,
that's why I asked you about that, because I'm like, in my mind, I want to start like 1, 2, 3, 4.
yes,
Because that's the way my mind,
yes.
so
Like
like
I
that's why I
can't.
was telling you, like I feel like we jump all over the place,
Yeah,
and like that doesn't make sense to me
yeah,
now. Like because I'm getting used to the way we do it,
yeah.
it's kind of starting to make sense, and I see why.
Right.
But at first, it was just hard for me to
Hard for
like
you.
to
Yeah,
kind of grasp, like what
Yeah,
do we do? Like what are we doing?
yeah.
Why y'all doing this like this?
Yeah.
exactly.
In my mind, I think I have to. I mean, I just can't. I think I have to go ahead and get through 1 through 4. And I think it's good because it's like soft skills. It's like the stuff I
Yeah.
think they need to start off with knowing about the client consultation and about how they should dress, how they should smell, and all that
Right.
type of stuff
Right.
first. So I think I'm gonna keep chapters 1 through 4 first, but I also think I'm going to condense them so I don't have to be so extra. They don't have to have an activity for every single thing in the chapter. So I'm gonna get them to bring them together a little bit shorter, and then I'm gonna go to infection control and safety, and then I don't know what's next.
Well,
But
because you can do a lot of things in infection control. Because I like to go ahead and do their barbicide certification. Or sometimes I make up my own certification, just to kind of make them feel good and, okay, you get a certificate for, you're certified in this area.
Yeah.
So, just kind of keep it interesting. And but I do agree with starting with chapters, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Because sometimes I know one school it was actually it was a tip when I used to work at a Virginia college over here where I'm from, and they would actually start with haircutting basics. Now me personally, I really had a problem with that because I'm like, how can we start them off with haircutting and they don't even know what hair is made of, the different parts of the hair, and how hair works and grows. But
Yeah,
that was just me personally. But
sure.
Oh
Yeah,
no,
I
I'm
understand
with
you
it. I feel you. I feel
Yeah,
you.
me too. Yeah, me too. Okay, y'all. So we are going to shoot for Monday at 10 again next week. And we are going to we're going to let there be infection control. So y'all start thinking about y'all stuff that y'all do for infection control. And we're going to meet back and try to push through some infection control activities next week.
Okay.
And try to get it organized in a way where we don't have to be on it all day and all night and all year.
Right.
Yes. Oh goodness. I'm glad you jumped on. I'm glad you jumped on anyway, because I think in the short time that we've been all on here collaborating together with you, Candice, I think we came up with some more good stuff.
Yeah, I appreciate it because this is gonna help me. I really appreciate it because sometimes my mind gets so overwhelmed with ideas and stuff, and then I call myself, okay, I got to remember that, but then I don't remember.
Exactly. See, it's good. We need this because we need to be able to. Sometimes we just need to bounce ideas off each other. And sometimes we just need to say it out loud to somebody else and then it start, we be like, oh, nah, that ain't, it's sometimes you just need to talk to other professionals that are, within the industry to kind of help you get yourself together.
Right.
Yeah. Okay, y'all. Well, thank you so, so much. We'll meet again Monday, 10 o'clock. Infection control it is.
All right.
Sounds good.
Guys, enjoy the rest of your week.
Y'all as well.
Y'all
Thank
too.
you.
Talk to
Bye.
you later.
Okay, bye.